this connection here. What you saying, YouTube? Since I've owned my Fiesta ST, my driver's side speaker has just never worked. So today I'm going to take the door card off and just see if there's any issue with the speaker and attempt to fix it. So I've got all the tools I should need to get the door card off. Now the door card's off, have a proper look at the speaker. Now I believe they are aftermarket speakers that have been put in here. I'm gonna take it off and just check the wiring behind, make sure there's nothing loose. This connection is really kind of rusted and loose. I don't know if you can see too well, but that's not great. You can see where they've spliced in here as well. Those connections seem fine, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to just start up the engine, well not start the engine, turn the electrics on and put some music for it and give this a little wiggle and see if this is connection here that is the issue. I've got a better connection now between this nasty part and this wire, but I found out it's actually something to do with these connections. So let me turn it up a bit. Off, on, off, on. So, figured out. It's this connection here. As soon as it's tugged, see it works, but as soon as it's tugged, it doesn't work. So I'm going to have a little look into this connection here to see what the issue is. I haven't got any more of them blue kind of little connectors, so what I've basically done is got the best connection and wound it in some electrical tape. Now I know that isn't the best thing to do, but it is working, and what I've done, I've kind of lined around the speaker with some electrical tape and some gaffer tape to make sure the wires aren't going to be moved, so they're in a connection that works. What I will be doing in the future is buying some new electrical connections for them, taking it out and redoing it properly. But for now, as a quick fix, I've just kind of electrical taped it around the side so the cables don't have any give in them. So yeah, it's fully working. That's how hot it is outside. The phone needs to cool down. Right, door's back on. I'm just gonna check all the electrics to make sure nothing's broken. Right, cool. That works. Yeah, still working. Yeah, so electrics all working, door cards are back on. Speakers fixed. Now I have a bit of an audio background and I'm actually going to EQ the whole system in the car. I don't know why I haven't already, but basically if you EQ it you can get nicer sound out of it and you can get rid of some of the frequencies that you don't like as much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to EQ the whole car out and make it sound a bit nicer. I have two go-to songs when I'm EQing that system, and that's Sub Focus, Tidal Wave and Periphery's Scarlet. They're just two songs I know really well and listen to quite a lot, and they're quite mixed in. One's kind of like do you know what I mean, a metal song, and one's kind of like a dance song. So I've had a little play of it. I've got it sounding quite nice. It's a little bit bass heavy, but that's kind of how I like it a bit in the car anyway, because it, you know, I mean, you've got a load of other sounds. The bass kicks through a lot more. Yeah, it's so much better with this speaker now. It used to be really weird because you'd only get it from like the left-hand side of the car and the back, and I was having to turn up kind of like the whole system a lot to compensate for this side. But now this side's working again. Yeah, you get a full kind of stereo image, which is wicked. Another bit of news is I found a buyer for the Golf. Literally, it's sold in 5 minutes. Put it up for quite a good price, so I wasn't expecting it to take too long to sell. But yeah, that'll be gone Monday, and I've got the whole garage space, sorry, freed up to make a gym out of. How lazy all the rats are. Sleeping on your head. Right, I'm going to go and take the car for a little drive just to see what the system sounds like when I'm driving around, because that's how I'm going to be using the system. Yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So the sound really sounds good now. It cuts through when you're driving around, even with the windows out if you turn it up loud enough, and yeah, it sounds really clear. Like I said, a little bit bass heavy, but I prefer that in a car. Yeah, I think that's a really good result from having a speaker that didn't work this morning to having a full system that's EQ'd. Lazy rats. Thanks for watching, and like I said, hopefully a video every week. Ooh, what's happening with the camera? Yeah, like I said, hopefully a video every single week. Yeah, and I'll catch you next time.